Hello everyone. Welcome back to Clearview with Reese-c-clear. Today we're going to get into the chosen. We're going to talk about the chosen and what it is to be chosen, what it means to be chosen, and why you are chosen. Using Romans 8:28 through 31, where it speaks about the fact that you are chosen, that you were predestined. So why are you chosen? You were chosen by God. You was predestined by God to be like Christ, his son, to carry out the will of him and his purpose. To carry out the will of God's purpose, like Christ was predestined, pre-made to carry out God's purpose, to be God's will. That is the same thing you have been chosen to do. You have been chosen to do this. Because of that, you will have the glow on your life. Because of that, you will stand out. Because of that, you will have a higher sense of spirit. Because of that, you will have a higher sense of intelligence. Because it goes on to say that them he foreknew, he predestined them, he called them. Those who he called, he also justified. Those who he justified, he also glorified. So that is what the glow is for. That is what it's standing out for. Throughout your life, you have been going through things that have been specifically tailor-made to make you come to your purpose. Yes, we all live through life in different ways. That's not what I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of the called. I'm speaking of the chosen. The way that you go through your life will be so uniquely different. You are being impacted in a spiritual way. The things that are happening in your life, you will be able to understand these things a lot better than anyone else because your life is being heightened through the spirit that you may then carry out God's purpose. It falls to you to understand why others don't understand. It falls to you to understand why you don't fit in, you fit out. It falls to you to understand all of these things because your job is to glorify God. That is why the episode, a few episodes back, Let the Redeemed of the Lord Say So. If you haven't checked that out, go back and check it out because you will be in the form of redemption. Most of those who are predestined, pre-chosen, foreknew to walk in the ways of Christ have been redeemed, will be redeemed, gonna be redeemed, are in various stages of redemption right now, that one day they may not only testify that redemption is possible because of what he has saved them from themselves, saved them from others, saved them from situations in adversity, saved them from so many things just so that they could turn around and testify to the glory of God, but not just to testify to the glory of God, but to continue to walk within his glow, to continue to understand and testify what it is to have an enemy like the heathen who was against you, who was attacking you day and night and day, so that you can testify to the fact that if he did have his way, that all of the world itself would be dead, that he has no friends in the world, that Christ himself wanted nothing to do with Satan, but Satan could have nothing to do with Christ, even if he chose to. This is the reason why you will be standing out. This is why you have been justified to spill the beans, so to speak, about God and who God is. The fact that he is not dead, that he has never died, that he will always live. He is the very single breath in your lungs. It is the reason why you get up in the morning and the reason why you lay down at night. It's the reason why you were able to think and the reason why you were able to speak. God and God alone. So you have been chosen to do that. Your heightened sense of intelligence was given to you and granted to you so that you may better interpret God's will through others. For God is a spirit. John 4:24 says that God is a spirit and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So the chosen will have a higher spirit because the spirit that has created all spirits, the Lord of hosts, is literally walking with them. He has assigned them a mission, a purpose on the earth that must be carried out, and that is to the exclusion of all else. So their battles have already been fought, predestined. The battle was already won. So when you are going through something, the enemy is literally trying to make you feel like you're still going through it when really you are being delivered. He's trying to confuse your mind between the state of what you are delivered from and the fact of that you may be having to help other people walk through their own deliverance. He is trying to make you be confused over the fact of who you is, because if you don't know who you is, then you don't know who God is. He is trying to make you confused and look for outside help or outside influence from somebody else who themselves do not know God, but you yourself have been predestined to know God. So I'm speaking in sort of a sense here to let you understand that this is the reason why part of your life has been like no one understood you until you came into the church, why you didn't have no real understanding, the real knowledge until you picked up your Bible, why everywhere you go you seem to stand out. It's a glow about you. It's an essence about your whole spirit that sets you apart from everybody else. It's the reason why people have hated on you for no reason. It's the reason why you got that promotion just because you looked it better, you did better. No, it's because you were meant for it. It's because you will shine in that position. It's the reason why you are meant to be the boss that you are right now today. It is the reason why, because heavy lies the head that wear the crown. So these crowns that are granted are given to you predestined because everybody can't do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it, but they can't. To be righteous, to walk up righteous in this world, these day and ages right now, where the heathen has taken control of the world due to God's will allowing us to be tempted. Because I keep saying the the word heathen, but I don't want to give a heathen too much power here. I want you to understand that to be chosen is to understand that you have the power because God has given you this power, that you have the choice because God has given you the ultimate choice, that you are seeing things differently because you were predestined to do just that. That the things that you say out of your mouth will make people say, oh, he think he know it all. He think he know everything. That is because you have been pre-justified to speak the things that you speak. You have justified to speak in authority. Justified means that it is justice that you speak. It is righteousness that you speak. You have been predestined to do everything that you are doing. That is God's purpose for you. It is not your own purpose. It is not someone else's purpose. It is not your mama's purpose. It is not your husband's or your wife's purpose. It is not your kid's purpose. It is not your boss' purpose. It is the purpose of God. You have been predestined to walk in the ways of Christ himself. God pre-knew you. He pre-did everything. Your battle was already won even before it begun. Even before the earth knew you, God knew you. Even before you knew who you was, God knew you. So to be chosen, that's what it is to be chosen. To come to an understanding as the reason why you was chosen. As the reason what has chosen you. To come to grips and to understand and walk into your purpose. That nothing will stop you from doing this, that only God has put you in the position to do this. It is because of him that you are able to do the things that you do. It is because of him that the things that you say out of your mouth ring true. It is because of him that your enemy falls by the wayside. It's because he decided to make your enemies your footstool, as he promised David that he would do, that you were able to continue to prevail and go forward. It is because of him that no one seems to be able to defeat you. It is because of him that you are standing out instead of fitting in. It is because of him. To God be the glory. That is what it is to be woken. To care about things to the extreme that Christ cared about things. That you can't look at other people and say, oh, I don't care, it's up there. In this day and age, it's just up there all of the time. It makes no sense, and it doesn't make no sense to the chosen. If you're chosen, this is what it is, period. You know better, so you do better. Why would you not care about your fellow man and your fellow human being? Why would it be so important to be up there? People who don't care find themselves in situations where they are forced to care. They lose family members and friends. Things happen in their lives that are tailor-made to make them care. So if you were going through a situation in your life where it seems like you don't care about it, then it's so that you can learn to care. And God is the God that will make these situations as righteous as they must be so that you can care. To be chosen is to understand that God is God, that is the only thing bigger than you, that there will be times that you got to step back and let him do what he do because you don't have a choice in the matter, that you will have to say less instead of saying more, even though your whole spirit is telling you that. You got to understand what you have in the download, that it is a download from God. He will hold your hand when he needs to hold your hand. He will peace be still when it's time to be still. He will do it all for you because he has been doing it all for you because you are predestined to carry out his purpose the same way that Christ did. Don't look for acceptance from others. Don't do that. You will only find your acceptance from God, from Christ. You are already standing out. They're not going to say, oh, you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. They're going to hate that because the devil hates it. They're not going to say that. They're going to be envious. They're going to be very mad because the scripture tells you what to do. You've been predestined. You've been granted with this heightened sense of understanding so that you can better know people, so that you can better carry out God's will, so that you can navigate through the storm. And so the T.D. Jakes said, steady in the storm. You've been predestined and given the tools to navigate through any single storm. So since you are the navigator, this means you drive the boat. The heathen is trying to make you forget that you're in control of the boat. Everybody else is in the boat are lucky to even be in the boat. They don't know where they're going. They couldn't know where they were going. So if you were to lose steady focus on the job at hand, then you would throw everyone else off. The boat could sink. Everyone could drown if you are allowed to be distracted from your singular purpose. Your purpose is so great because it is the purpose of God that he will not allow it to be distracted. So even the people around you that have suddenly decided, oh, I don't like him no more because he seemed too holier than thou. She seemed too holier than thou. She don't drink no more. He don't smoke no more. He don't go to the club no more. She don't kick it like this no more. She don't kick it like that no more. All of these things will continue to happen in your life because you are meant to do something different. You are meant to be greater than what you are at the moment. So in the process of your redemption, in the process of you becoming greater, things will be falling off of you because they are the will of God, period. Straight up and down, y'all. Praises go up, blessings come down. Praises go up, blessings come down. Say it with me now. Praises go up, blessings come down. You got to say it with me because I'm saying it for me. You got to say it for you because saying this will literally get you blessed right there. You'll be blessed where you sit. You'll be blessed where you stand. You'll be blessed when you hear this. You'll be blessed when you see this. You'll be blessed when you come across this message. Saying it gives you your own blessings because praises go up, blessings go down. Praises go up, blessings come down. Straight up and down, y'all. Till next time, see it clear with Reese-c-clear.